Topic number 2. Role of Spanish colonizers. In this topic, we will know the significant role played by the Spanish colonizers in shaping the language policies of the Philippines. The Philippines exhibits remarkable linguistic diversity. As an archipelagic nation with over 7,100 islands, it is home to numerous languages and dialects. According to McFarland, 1980, the country had around 120 languages and dialects, while Grimes, 1996, reported approximately 170. Before the arrival of the Spaniards in this archipelago, the southern part was under the influence of the Sultanate of Sulu, while the northern part was ruled by the Sultanate of Brunei. In 1500, the first Spanish expedition, led by Ferdinand Magellan, arrived and landed on the island of Humunhon in eastern Samar after crossing the Pacific Ocean. Although various Sultanate powers had previously influenced different parts of the archipelago, it was only during the Spanish colonization that the islands were unified. Language then became a key instrument of governmentality in the Philippines. This means that language was used by the Spanish colonizers as a tool to govern, control, and influence the native people. In reality, the Spanish were not particularly concerned with establishing or implementing any formal language policy in the Philippines. Instead, language policies were carried out on an ad hoc basis. That is, they were created only for specific purposes as the need arose. In the 15th century, the standardization of the Spanish language was seen as integral to the supremacy of the Spanish Empire. The standardization of the Spanish language means making sure that everyone used the same proper form of Spanish with the same grammar, spelling, and pronunciation. This was seen as important because it would help unite the Spanish people and strengthen the power of the Spanish Empire. In other words, by spreading one common language, Spain could control its colonies more easily, promote its culture, and show its dominance over other nations. Hence, Spain positioned monolingualism in the standard variety as the expectation for the ideal national subject. Spain believed that an ideal citizen should speak only one language, the standard form of Spanish. This means they expected people to abandon their local or native languages and use only Spanish. By doing this, Spain wanted everyone to think, speak, and act the same way, which would make it easier to unite and control the people under one national identity. Thus, language governmentality during the Spanish regime involved promoting Spanish as a national language to unite the people under a single national identity. Well, that was just actually a plan. It never came true. Spanish never became the language of the majority of Filipinos because the Spanish invaders never made a serious systematic attempt to teach their language. There was never free education for all. Only the wealthy and socially prominent Filipinos, or the elites, could afford higher education and thus learned Spanish in schools and universities. For example, Jose Rizal, Marcelo H. del Pilar, and Graciano Lopez Haina. Meanwhile, the majority of the population, whom the Spaniards referred to as Indios, remained largely uneducated and served as laborers or servants. In summary, making Spanish the national language was only a plan that never came to fruition, as there was no real effort to implement it. What is your reaction to this?